All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. After the interception, it's Love. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, Love. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10, Smith again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Smith. Buying time to his left. And he's got some. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Smith on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third down, Locke. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 on the play. And it'll be third down. From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out. And a big he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. With it is Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 1st down, it's Locke. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Luck on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Luck rolling to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Luck. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Sean Lee. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, He might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
And on 4th and 1 as a running back, you're looking for any seam you can find. This is not where you want to be a hero and break off a big one. You just need to make sure you get that yard. And here he picks up the first down with a couple of yards to spare.
Luck now to throw. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. With the first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hey, let's roll.
On second down, here's Smith. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he goes out right around the 39. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, it's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Smith now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a first down throw. Luck escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Luck, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps in, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded inside the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Well, those two.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Smith. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Okay, we got it. Let's go, yellow. Let's go. 52. 35.
Out of the gun, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
To throw is Smith. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Back now here on EA Sports.
Five. You got 50. Double.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. Corey Peters able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And Gibbs got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
One back. 53. On.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
On.
Here's Luck. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Glover Quinn. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Smith to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Smith operating from the gun. And he's going to go down again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jaguars getting set to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs. Keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Whoa. 11 feet. Whoa. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
Now Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Jackson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Right, 675. 12. Pick up. Really? 12. Tempo.
Now it's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Luck. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston. Now this one. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Luck now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And look at this. It's a fake.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
He'll look to throw. Forced, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And that's a Super Bowl record, his 4th sack of the game. I think we got to start thinking seriously about making him the Super Bowl MVP as well.
I think you're right. With him leading in the driver's seat, he certainly has a shot. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 20.